Hi guys, today we're going to cover 3 places in the Dandenong Ranges, just outside of Melbourne in Australia. At the end, there will be a super special honorary mention, so stick around and enjoy the history lesson. I highly recommend getting outside of the city. A lot of people come here and they stay in the urban areas, or they go to the Great Ocean Road, which is gorgeous, but if you love trees, the Dandenong Ranges are just a short trip from the city and absolutely stunning. I drove up there for the first time alone, right after we bought our car. I had to pull over because of how magnificent it was. If you've never seen massive trees, it can be quite the awe-inspiring moment. This is the generationally owned tulip farm of the family Tesslar. It was established by Cees and Johanna Tesslar, who left Holland on the precipice of World War II. The Dandenong Ranges, known for its rich, fertile, volcanic soil, was an ideal location for them to grow their bulbs. According to their website, people admired the beautiful fields of flowers so much that eventually they opened their farm in 1954 to the public. During spring in Melbourne, their Tulip Festival occurs, and then in autumn, there is a Kabloom Festival with different flowers. This video showcases the Kabloom Festival. The second place I recommend you see is the Alfred Nicholas Memorial Gardens. Alfred Nicholas was a pharmacist/grocer who during World War I obtained a wartime patent to exclusively produce acetylsalicylic acid, also known as aspirin or Aspro. You have no idea how many times I had to record this to pronounce that word correctly. The German company, Bayer, was the original owner, but because of war, distribution was interrupted and the vital drug required alternative production. There was no literature at the time on how to produce this drug in Australia, but Nicholas and a couple of other men figured out how to produce and distribute this drug. Luckily, one of Nicholas's business partners had the foresight to rebrand aspirin to Aspro so that when their patent expired after the war, they wouldn't lose patent ownership. How incredibly huge this is. 2 of me could fit in there. There's a lot of space. Though a risky venture, they were ultimately successful, and the result was the creation of this property. Nicholas built a home and imported many of the plants to landscape the property, including irrigation. There were 3 ponds, 2 on the upper part of the property and 1 lake towards the bottom of the property. The gardens are wheelchair accessible, however the property is situated on a steep hill. I'm from Florida. We don't have hills. Hills are challenging. And this is Great's picnic ground. If you can't tell by my enthusiasm, this is my most favorite of places ever. If you like feeding wild animals to the chagrin of many, it is not only approved of here, but encouraged. So, if you come to Melbourne, go here. It is $4 to feed the birds. And don't be like me feeding them illegally. When I was filming this, I had never been to the left part of the property, so I had no idea that you could pay for the bird seed. I thought you couldn't feed them inside the picnic ground area, which is why you see me sitting on the Margaret Lester Forest Walk. This was the first track created specifically for limited mobility users in mind. The architect, Margaret Lester, who is a paraplegic, designed this path to stretch through the forest, where frequently you can see kookaburra, rosellas, and yellow sulfur-crested cockatoo, because everyone should be able to access beautiful things like this. Well, after all that excitement, I would like to mention the super secret fourth place, which is my most honorable of mentions. Here we have William Ricketts Sanctuary. The best way I can describe it is ceramic art with heart imbued into the forest. This place was created to realize the beauty of Aboriginal cultures and their relationship with nature. It is also, as equally as important, a recognition of how inhumanely Europeans dismissed some of the longest existing cultures as substandard because they were different. Well, that is a sad note to leave things on. Go hug the people you love, and remember to be patient with the ones that frustrate you, because they're just trying to get along, like you. Thanks for watching, and do all of that follow stuff if you wanna. Bye!